Hey guys, welcome to Coffee Convos. Hey Lindsay.
Hey Kail, how are you?
I'm good, I'm well.
I am well too. I am cozy and ready to chat.
We have a lot to talk about today.
We do.
First of all, June is Pride Month, which is super important to me. So I'm just reiterating this because we're in Dallas and I know it's Pride weekend here. It's Pride weekend in New Jersey this weekend also.
So does everywhere do like different weekends, but only in the month of June?
I think it is just June, actually.
Okay. I mean, it would make sense since it's
But like
Pride
some
month.
cities have it on the same weekend because obviously like there's only 4 weekends in a month.
Yeah.
So yeah, I believe so.
So how many Prides have you been to?
I've only been to one.
And where was that?
In New Jersey.
Is that where you met Dom?
Dom met me.
Or you, yeah, Dom.
She saw me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went with Becky. That was, yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
Great times.
That is the Pride that is this weekend, but I'm not going.
Okay.
So.
But you were going to go to Pride in Dallas.
Yes. So anyway, that being said, we have my friend Ragan on the podcast today who I will introduce. So Ragan, thank you for joining the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
I think that I met Ragan through social media.
Yeah, it was Twitter.
Yeah, I found you. I don't know. I feel like social media and especially the gay community also is just like so intertwined on social media.
It's like so big. I feel like it's really big on Twitter out of any social media.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yes. And for whatever reason, I felt compelled to like follow her and your story. And so,
Wait, did this back up? Did you like see a tweet that somebody had like retweeted?
Yeah.
I think it was a video or a picture.
I will
explain this intertwinedness like on Twitter.
You can explain it because
I really don't know because I like looked and saw like the blue check mark. So I was like, who is this? And then I went to your page because I always do that. Any blue check mark person.
Anybody that's verified.
Verified.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went and clicked on it. I was like, actually, no, this is. Because usually I'm like, who is this? Some artist I've never even heard of or whatever. Yeah. But I was like, oh, wow, like that's weird. And I followed you back. And I don't know.
I had seen some videos that you were in on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah. And so weird. I was just like...
Kail's like big into YouTube. And like, I don't even know anything about the YouTube world. So
really?
you're going to have to expose me to this.
The YouTubers know each other somehow, some way. It's like a whole
It's like
community.
reality TV personalities, but like for YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I found I found Ragan on social media and I like fell in love with her whole story. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And then when I came to Dallas in February, we met up and got together and we went and had drinks.
Yeah, and we had so much fun.
We really did.
And then
like, Kail so much
more.
More.
I go there like every week, not literally, but I go there often because that's the gay strip in Dallas. And like when Kail was out here, that was like one of the most fun times that I've had out there.
It was a good time.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, so Kail is like much more adventurous when it comes to like meeting up with people and stuff than I ever would. Like I wouldn't, even if it was like another verified person, I probably would never even meet up with them at like a bar or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, because I felt like I trusted her.
It's just like weird. Like I'm just weird.
I don't meet up with a lot
of
of people online unless I really feel like a slight connection with you.
Yeah.
She said that with like the most disgusted look on her face. Like slight connection.
Just a little.
But it felt natural to me. I felt like it was like
for sure. It felt like I knew you forever.
And then the next month, she came to my surprise party and stayed at my house.
Oh my gosh. See, Kail's just like a whole different breed of person than me. I'm like, no, not even my family.
I've never even been to your house.
Not even my family staying at my house.
That's so funny.
That's so funny. And she's like, whoever wants to come.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably why this duo works because we're like complete
y'all
polar opposites.
level each other out.
Yes.
You know, because if y'all were the same, it would be like, I don't know.
But there was another YouTube couple or YouTuber. They met up with us as well. So it was like their names are Nick and Leslie, and Ragan already knew Nick, and we're gonna have her on the podcast later about her adoption story.
I love it.
Yeah. So the YouTube world is so like interconnected. It's crazy.
So wait a minute. You need to catch me up to speed, Ragan, because I don't know about your whole story, and I just want to know like all the things. So spill the beans.
I like don't even know where to start, honestly. But what is it exactly that you're interested in?
Like everything, just like how you started YouTube, like everything.
Well, go ahead. I'll let you do this.
So I started YouTube with my previous partner. Okay. I'm actually going through a divorce right now. So we had a channel together, and I enjoyed it, but it really wasn't my thing. You just have to kind of like grow to like it, I guess you could say.
Right.
It's not the filming that I don't like. It's just like I felt like I couldn't really be myself at all times because I don't know.
Relatable.
Yeah, relatable. That's how reality TV is. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I didn't really like that because I feel like I really enjoy being myself, and that's what brings people to want to be around me. So if I feel like that's being adjusted in any kind of way, it just makes me like want to fall back, Also, I have a lot going on in my life to where it's like, sit down and record. Sit down and record.
Yeah, that's also relatable, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a lot. I have a son. He just turned 10 months old yesterday, and then I'm also in college. I have a year left. I graduate next May. And I'm in a sleep program. So anybody that has like sleep disorders, you go to the hospital and sleep all night, and you have a sleep study. And they just detect.
I've heard of
they
this,
look
like,
at all your brain
sleep
waves.
apnea and
Yeah. So and that field is growing tremendously right now. So I'm in school for that. So it just.
That's a lot.
Balancing all of it. Yeah, it's a lot. It really, on top of working, I still work.
I do think that YouTube is the new reality TV because I see a lot of reality people moving to YouTube because people aren't paying for cable like they used to.
No.
And so I think in a lot of ways that people don't realize YouTube and filming vlog style videos is very similar to reality TV.
Right. It is. It's almost like the closest you can get.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys kind of do your own production? Or did you have people filming you?
No, like we did everything on our own. Yeah.
Okay. Vlog style.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you have a son, he's 10 months old, and I really we've talked about IVF, fertility, sperm donors. I've talked about it in the past, like using a sperm donor. I really, really wanted to tell our listeners about your journey and going through the whole sperm donor process and like fertility and all of that stuff.
Okay.
So like from beginning to end. And Lindsay has a ton of questions, so.
Ton.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I really it's kind of, I don't know, this story might be like all over the place, so.
No,
we'll bear with
I like
you.
to add like as many details as I possibly can to where you're kind of like, I've been there, So basically, I started to research all of this stuff online. What was the best form of at-home insemination? Because IVF is really expensive.
Right. Okay. So IVF is through the doctors.
Yes.
And then at-home insemination is completely different.
Yeah. It's just you're doing it literally at home, like
with a turkey baster.
Yeah. Well, not literally, but
people think that. Yeah. That's a common misconception.
I don't know. No, a lot of people bring that up, and I don't know if. Perhaps maybe somebody at home really has used that before. That's not what I use.
So you did not get a turkey baster.
Yeah, it's a turkey baster method. Yeah, we get it, Yeah. That's just like the common known name of it.
Right. The first time with the first sperm donor was not the same time as that time. So you used a different method the first time.
Yeah.
What was that?
Going to pick up the donation from the donor's house and then going all the way home. And then inserting.
There was too much time.
Then doing insemination.
Did you
too
use
much time,
the soft cup?
Didn't use the soft cup.
What did you use?
Like a medical syringe.
I was going to say a syringe. Yeah.
And is that also? Do people also get pregnant that way, or that was something that you guys came up with?
I think so, but the way that works, like online, the most success stories was the soft cup version. Yeah.
And what?
So you got pregnant doing that method the second time?
No.
So I had like I said, I had a couple of donors. We even went as far as driving all the way to Florida to use somebody.
Oh, wow.
Because the only reason I switched donors is because after a couple of times, they're just like...
They're over it.
Right, yeah. They're not getting anything out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is so understandable. I'm not mad about it or anything like that.
Yeah.
The guy that we used in Florida, we only used once because we had to drive all the way there. It was like a 10-hour drive.
Right.
And then...
Was it awkward at any point?
No, everybody was very nice, very respectful, all of it,
and just completely fine with you. That is so awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Throughout the whole year and a half process, there were a couple of people that I asked that were down to do it, but weren't okay with not being in the baby's life.
They wanted to be in the baby's life.
Yeah, and that's not
also
what I was looking
understandable.
for.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
to some degree, but also in your situation, it's like you're looking for somebody, like you're not trying to create a family with that person. And you don't want to,
Like you're not co-parenting with someone who's donating.
Right.
I mean, you already had your partner and wanted to raise a child with your partner. You weren't looking for...
Yeah, I'm not looking for an extra person. It's just, I want a family just like you want a family.
Do you feel like you've faced any type of adversity or like judgment because, you were in a same-sex relationship and having a baby? Like, did people question you or look down on you, or how has that been?
Yes. I mean, I think that's going to always be a problem, just like racism.
Yeah, of course.
There's always going to be people that are homophobic, So, unfortunately, my previous relationship was both. So, I was, it's either they're staring because we're two women.
Biracial,
or,
and then...
Yeah, or they're staring because I'm white and she's black. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if you just accept that and...
You just
them all out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not here to get, see who's all... I mean, because if that was my worries every day, then...
You wouldn't be where you're at, of course.
Exactly. So,
that being said, you are also on YouTube and in social media, and people know who you are. So what does that look like for you? Have you gotten like an overflow of support or criticism or anything like that? Or how has that been?
So I've actually have a lot of people that look up to me because... It makes them know that
it's possible.
This is their life and it's possible. We are different, but it can still be just as normal as you want it to be. You know what I mean? And so I did have a lot of good
like feedback.
Yeah, feedback for that. But I did with like pictures of me being pregnant or whatever the case may be, a video going viral on Facebook or Twitter. Or Instagram, or people will repost your pictures too on other Instagram pages. I would get a lot of backlash about like, who's the dad? Like, she cheated on her, like just crappy things that the typical people say.
That's just
stuff that it's like, are you serious? Like,
but you guys did go viral though, right?
I mean,
on Instagram or what was it, Facebook?
Yes, I believe it was the picture of me from my gender reveal. Was when it first began, and like someone had quoted the picture on Twitter and was like, "But who's the dad?" And then that
went viral.
Yeah, and then it also was going viral on Instagram as well. And like people that don't even use Twitter would like text me and be like, "Hey, I saw this." Hey, and I'm like, "I already know. Like, I've already seen it." Like, just the typical like.
When you probably, in all fairness, knew that the situation being what the situation was, you probably prepared mentally a little bit for, some...
I mean, and like I said, you just can't let things like that get to you. Like, there's so much more worries
your truth,
Yeah.
It's like, you don't have
like, you can think that I cheated. You can think I got knocked up, but I didn't.
Right.
This was planned. Yeah. This was...
made in love. This was, you did your research.
There was
all
nothing done wrong in my process of getting pregnant at all.
Okay, so that being said, would you have done anything differently?
No, I think it went really well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Leighton is so cute. I got to play with him when I came in February, and he's just like a really well-behaved baby. Like, he's so good.
He's so sweet.
You're like, I don't know what that's about.
I was like, I've never experienced that. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Yeah, no, he's so good.
How can we find you on YouTube for those of us who don't know how to just like go on there?
Yeah, so I made a channel and
what's it called?
It's just my name, so it's just Ragan Olivia, and my name is Ragan, so no E's.
We'll put it in the description.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much for coming on. We appreciate having you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it.
All right, guys, I think that's all we have time for today. If you have not subscribed to us, you can do that by searching the Purple Podcast app on your iPhone. Type in Coffee Convos, click subscribe, click the 5th star, and leave us a written review. We hope you guys have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.
See ya.
Bye.
This podcast is brought to you by Wave Podcast Network. Check out all of our shows, including the Brain Candy Podcast, I Don't Get It, Coffee Convos, and Let's Talk About It.